Good Wednesday evening, everybody. It's August 14th, 2024. I am Jeremy Crosby. This is Talking Fitchburg, live from Community Night Out here at McKee Farms Park. We have a great lineup coming up this half hour. We are going to be talking with the police chief of the city of Fitchburg. Alfonso Morales will be here in just a second. He'll be joining me, and we're going to be talking about Community Night Out police update. Also coming up in this half hour, we'll be checking in with the K-9 unit officer, John. Well, it's not officer, Sergeant Parker now, right? Yeah, I said it wrong. He's going to get on me about that. I got his card here, so it's okay. I'm safe for that. But if anything, you need to get down to Community Night Out. This started at 5 p.m. It goes till 8 p.m. tonight. There are more than 50 plus organization or community partners out here tonight that are supporting the Fitchburg Police Department. And I would suggest that you come on down, talk with the community partners, talk with the officers, and coming up a little bit later, we're going to tell you why that's so important to meet up with the police department and why they put on this great community event. And it is a spectacular. As I sit here and watch this, and watch everybody here. It is amazing, just amazing to see everybody coming out for this tonight. So we're so excited to be back this year, so excited that you're joining us today. If you can't make it down here, we got you covered. Is that a helicopter I hear? Oh, well, that's gonna make this half hour even a little bit better. Yeah, UW Medflight's gonna be coming in here any second, so that will make this interview even better coming up. All right, we've got a quick break. Oh, look at that, there we go, live on TV. How about that? That's the best part of live TV. And there it went. It's overhead now, so you got that. All right, we got to take a quick break. Coming up next, we check in with the police chief here at Community Night Out. It's live down at McKee Farms Park. We'll be right back. You're watching Talking Fitchburg. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg live from here at Community Night Out 2024. I am now joined by the police chief of the city of Fitchburg, Alfonso Morales. Al, welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. It's nice to see you and nice to be back out for another Community Night Out. How are you doing tonight?
We're doing great. Thank you for coming out. You know, the staff, this is amazing. Year 3 into it, and it's only gotten bigger. And you can't say, you know, how you keep getting bigger. Well, this year what we're going to boast is now what the community did for law enforcement. We doubled the amount of community partners and community businesses that wanted to come, volunteered to come, donated items, all to give back to the community and show the connection between the community and the police department here in the city of Fitchburg. It's amazing. We had approximately 2,000 in attendance last year, and we're looking to beat that number. And looking at seeing right now, the first hour, I can tell you that we're probably going to at least meet last year's expectations, and we're hoping to beat them.
What's the feeling like to see everybody walking around here today? Because I'm looking around and it gives me chills. I mean, it's pretty amazing.
Well, it's going to tell you one thing. The community supports the Fitchburg Police Department, and the mental health for our officers to see that the community supports them, we need that. And in exchange, the community gets to know who their officers are. We're not a major city, we're a mid-sized city here, and the community should know who their law enforcement officers are. Great time for us to actually connect and be what we're supposed to be, a part of the community.
So Community Night Out or National Night Out, it's been taking place for many years. It brings people together, great time to talk to officers, but great chance for you guys to get outside the vehicle, get outside the office, so to speak, and come together and talk. How important is it for the officers to get out and see community members and chat with them?
Right. Well, most often, police officers get sent to a call. They get sent to a call when someone is in crisis. There's a crisis going on and people are upset or not in the best of terms. Not today. That's very healthy for an officer to actually see people in the community that are having a good time, and they're seeing the officers where we're not here to take action. We're here to be a part of you.
And I apologize, we have Medflight coming in off of our shoulder here. As that comes down, and again, just seeing the community partners that do come out, how important is it for our community partners to be partnered with Fitchburg Police Department? Because you may not think of that these community partners are important for the organization, but how is that?
Well, it's important, right? We all have to work together. And that's what's amazing. And if we're going to showboat one thing this year, it's the amount of support from our business and community services that are here. I mean, you can literally come out here, right? and say you needed to learn about some educational program or local business that are sharing some of their items that they sell. We have Mission Barbecue. We have some of the popsicle services here, some of the stores that sell items like that. They're all here, and they're all, again, providing back to the community. It's great.
Policing's changed over the years,
yes.
And one of the things I think you guys have become is the subject expert in everything. And when I look around here and look at all the community partners, these are the places you're talking about. You're hooking people up with resources. Maybe talk a little bit about that element, because I think that's something that I've learned from taking police academies in the past, and just knowing that you're handling a lot of different situations, but you're also kind of a liaison to a lot of support.
Absolutely. It's like coming into a home, you don't know what the crisis is going to be. And then you're like, here, family services. Let me give you a card for family services. Let me give you a card for potential job opportunity. Let me give you this. This is where the connections are made. We only do this once a year, but the organizations that are here, the police department works with them daily. And for the community to come in for one day, be a one-stop shop, they can take something back home where we're going to be able to provide them and say, okay, hey, the police department knows them. And again, serve between the different organizations and us, where we can actually make that connection a lot better, a lot sooner, a lot more efficient.
Last year this time we were talking about we need to hire officers. We need to hire officers. We were short-staffed. We've been short-staffed for quite a while. It's an industry-wide phenomenon, if you want to say. But where are we with the status of hiring officers in that process?
We're in a good place. We're 3 away from being at full staffing, full budgeted staffing. We have a referendum coming up at the end of the year in November. If we reach that, that'll help us meet the demands of the city. We currently discovered that the city of Fitchburg has now a population of over 35,000 and still growing. We have to maintain the calls for service. We want to get there on time. We want to be able to provide the services that you see here to our community. And as you get bigger, we need to grow with them. The good thing is that the staff that we've been hiring, they've been doing a great job. They're learning fast, but they're doing very good as young as they are. And I can't be prouder to be a part of the Fitchburg Police Department than I am now.
And finally, as we move through this year into the coming years, where do you see this police department going as far as, I mean, we want to get top-notch good staff, top-notch service training, everything else, but we're on the right path. Where are we heading to?
I'm going to tell you right now, I think the Fitchburg Police Department, just being here, my 3rd year with the Fitchburg Police Department, it's one of the best police departments in Dane County. Very confident of that. And it's been shared from other agency leaders, law enforcement leaders in this county and state. So I'm proud to be a part of Fitchburg Police Department.
I'm proud to be a part of the police department in a fun role of sharing some great information. Final thoughts on community night out, people coming down to the park, if they're wondering, should I come down, should I say, hey, what are they missing if they don't come down here and see this?
Well, at least come and grab something to eat. There's food here. Come out here and enjoy it. Meet the officers that serve you. It helps us to get to know you. We love to get to know you. Come on down and say hi.
All right, Al, I appreciate the time. I know you got a lot of visiting to do. We've got a fun friend coming up here. The K9 unit will be joining us. Really appreciate your help. Look forward to having you back on the show. And here's to another good year. This is awesome.
Yes, thank you very much, Jeremy. We appreciate you all.
You bet. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Coming up next, so we're going to switch gears here and talk with the K9 unit. That's Sergeant Jonathan Parker. Don't let me do that wrong again. And K9 Durango, they'll be here next as we continue our coverage live from Community Night Out 2024 here at McKee Farms Park. Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg Live from Community Night Out 2024, running now through 8 p.m. here at McKee Farms Park. So now we're at to the part of the show where we have to search for our guest. Oh wait, there he is. He's right there. He's coming as we speak. So we're on the air. So you know, there you go, man. So I'm just gonna go put this right here and hand this over to you. You could just clip that somewhere. This is live TV at its finest.
We're live?
Yeah, we're live in 5 countries, so that's okay. Don't say gosh dang, we can't say that here. Hey, Sergeant Parker, welcome back to Talking Fitchburg. How are you doing?
I'm really good, buddy. How are you?
Well, I've been calling you officer for the last hour, so I had to correct myself on that, but nevertheless, happy to be here. First off, how has the K9 team been doing, our friend Drago and yourself?
You know, we've been doing actually really, really good. And, you know, I like to say, well, Drago's going to be 10 this year. And everyone's like, oh my gosh, he's getting so old. And I'm like, Drago's kind of like me. We kind of reverse age.
Well, that's okay. As far as Drago goes, tell us a little bit about some of the things that you guys have been working on the last year. So it's been a year since we've seen you guys.
There's a lot of stuff going on, actually. So Drago's kind of like at the end of his career, you could say a little bit. He's still going strong, but he's getting to that point where we don't know how long he's going to be. So we've been working on some stuff. We're talking about his replacement, maybe having another K9 team in Fitchburg. So all things that are going to be up and coming, and hopefully in the next few months, maybe by the end of the year. So we'll keep talking about that.
As far as the K9 program goes here at the city of Fitchburg, you are the second handler in the city of Fitchburg, I believe, if I know, keeping my records straight here.
Yes, we are like the second official team. Yeah.
Okay, but there's more to come. But what happens next? So as Drago earns his retirement, what will happen next moving forward?
You know, that's a good question. There's a lot of unknowns on this. I think that we are going to do some really cool stuff with the K9 program. We're going to continue on. I think that what's really cool about where I come from is I came after Cesar Lopez, and he really set the foundation for what we do and the K9 program. Now we have K9 Drago and me, and we're kind of like furthering that mission along. So I think that our next K9 hopefully is going to be even better than me. So
better than the both of you, huh?
Now, Drago keeps looking. He wants to be pet by the kids. We're having so much fun today. We're meeting so many different people, and I think that I keep telling people you don't understand. K9 Drago's kind of like legit MVP. So he's a big deal.
I remember when we first started, when you first started, you guys working together, and I don't know if you called it the Wolf Pack. I can't remember what you called it, but you were saying a pack and a team. And I remember that standing out to me as the coolest thing ever. Where are we with that one?
Well, it just continues to grow. That's what
it does.
It continues to grow. So what Jeremy's talking about is Drago and I kind of coined this term, and it's legit because dogs are natural pack animals. So, and people are like, well, how can Drago be so kind and gentle, but at the same time go and do his job and do what he needs to do on the street? And I was like, because it's really easy, because he's a pack animal. And so everyone that he meets, at one of these events, becomes a member of Drago's pack. So now we have Drago's pack. I think we need to get some t-shirts made.
I thought you would have them, so I was saying I've got the cards here, so I'm supporting the team, but that's that. Let's talk about deployments, and there's two types of deployments in my mind. You've got the police and what you might think a K9 unit does, and then you have the deployments like today. Talk about those pieces, because I think that is important. You kind of already mentioned it a little bit, but it's pretty awesome that he can turn it on, he can turn it off.
So when we started this K9 program, especially for Drago, we really wanted to add this two-faceted approach to what the K9 does in our community, because he is a community dog, right? So not only is he a protector on the street, but he also is a part of our community relations program to reach out to the community, to be an ambassador to the community, to bring us closer together to the community. So that's two facets that are equally important, and Drago he thrives in both areas. Couple of news, we haven't talked for a while, so I'll give you a couple little bits about Drago. So when I talked about MVP, this is legit. So last year, K9 Drago was actually awarded for K9 Handler of the Year. Yeah, come on over. You're gonna be on TV though. It's okay.
Keep on going. Keep on going.
K9 Drago was actually in the entire state of Wisconsin received an award for K9 Handler of the or K9 Team of the Year. So we both became. So that's a big deal, because that shows, how our K9 program in Fitchburg is, how the excellence that we're trying to build on that. And that award was multifaceted too, but not only his deployments in the street, but what he does in the community as well. So
I think it's, you guys picked the right dog. I mean, there's something to that. I mean, when you guys came together.
Whoa, Jeremy, no.
I'm just saying.
So
oh, did he pick you? Oh, yeah, okay.
That I didn't pick Drago. If you go back to the day that I went to the kennel and was looking at dogs, Drago picked us.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, it was a very clear choice. I didn't really have a choice because I remember I'd taken him for a walk and I got to see him work, and obviously he does a great job working. So I took him for a walk, and all of a sudden I stopped and he just sat there and he's like, "Yeah, you're taking me home."
Okay, I buy that. I buy that. I truly do
I'm
buy
not
that.
even joking. You see the picture. Oh,
Well,
come on, Daryl.
We'll pull that one back. As far as we talk a little bit about the training deployments and whatnot, tell us about Drago's off time. So I think that's something that I find fascinating too, because there is an off time for him, and he gets some relaxation.
You know what's funny about Drago in the last year or so? He's become quite the couch potato.
Uh-oh.
So, no, I'm just joking. He loves to still play and also do that sort of stuff. But I think as he's approaching 70 years old in dog years, he likes his naps too.
Is that the same amount of naps you like, or we're
Again, Jeremy, we're reverse aging, so.
All right, so let's talk about the retirement piece, because it just makes me sad just to even think that we even are to that point. But what happens with Drago when he is ready to retire?
You know, it's one of the biggest questions I get, because number one, does he go home with you? And absolutely he goes home with me. He spent 99.9% of his life basically with me. But when he retires, I get the opportunity to buy him for $1. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool program, and I don't think he's ready though. So he still has some life in him, and I think that he'll probably want to keep going until he can't anymore.
Hey, that's okay. That's okay.
He's gonna probably be like me a little bit. So.
Well, you're a workaholic, right?
Yeah, exactly. But we both love being in the mix of things. We both love being in the community, and we both love doing our jobs. So.
I would say that I think the program has gotten better over the years. It started with
It really
Chase.
evolved, didn't it?
It has, and I think we've started off with two great handlers, two great dogs, and I think moving forward, I can only see it getting better.
I mean, I was truly blessed to have Cesar before me and Chase. I mean, great canine team, and they helped me out a ton. And then I have so many other people in this community that's helped me out too. I don't want to forget about all my other handlers in Dane County. I mean, we have our Madison Area Canine Training Group. I mean, those guys really push me to being one of the best I can possibly be on the street. And we really try to prepare ourselves for anything that we could potentially see on the street. And that includes a lot of our other agencies too, like Madison Police Department and their canine handlers and their canine teams too. So it's a process that I think that a lot of new canine programs struggle, but we're not new anymore. We're past that point. We're in the point where we're only polishing what we're doing. So it's exciting. I mean, I can't wait to see what the future holds for our canine unit and our canine team, and what we can do in the community, and then actually protecting the community as well. So.
Well, we appreciate all the work that you've done, and we'll continue to do. And before this guy retires and before you get to retire, make sure you come back on the show. Let's have some fun, and we just appreciate you, John. Thank you so much.
No, thanks you, Jeremy. We're having fun.
Stop being late for these interviews, okay?
I'm sorry. I'm walking down the road.
What do you think? There's an event going on here? Yeah, whatever.
He is the most popular person here. As you can see.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear as day. So, hey, we appreciate you. You're about to do a demo. Don't walk away with our microphone, and we'll look forward to talking to you really soon.
Thanks,
that is Sergeant John Parker and Drago.
Commander Drago.
Drago,
Get it right, Jeremy.
I am
Drago.
Commander Drago. I'm sorry, first time I'm hearing of this, but they're telling me to wrap it up, and All right, we're going to take a quick break. Coming up next hour, we're continuing our live coverage here from Community Night Out 2024. Get down to the park right now. You only have a few hours left. Hurry up. Hey, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg Live from Community Night. we're working the crowds here, okay? That's what we're doing right now. Hey, I'm Jeremy Crosby. I'm so glad you're joining us here for a special live edition of Talking Fitchburg from Community Night Out 2024 here at McKee Farms Park. We've already had a great first half hour. We appreciate the police chief stopping in, the K9 unit stopping in. Coming up this half hour, we'll continue, of course, bringing you lots of fun shots and coverage here of the grounds. Super packed again. We're so excited about that. Lots of events going on. And coming up this half hour, we're going to be checking in with the Fitchburg, I'm going to make sure I say this, the Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation will be joining us here for the first part. And then we're going to check in with Logan Brown. Sergeant Logan Brown will be here and kind of help us wrap up our coverage and, tell you what you're missing if you haven't come down here. If you haven't come down, that's why we're here. We're here to help you be a part of this event. That's what we're doing here tonight. So we're excited to be back, excited to be sharing some great information, a lot to come up here. So stay tuned with us. We got a lot more coverage coming here from Community Night Out 2024 as we continue live here from McKee Farms Park. Coming up next, as mentioned, we'll be checking in with the Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation. Stay tuned. You're watching Talking Fitchburg. Welcome back to Talking Fitchburg Live here at Community Night Out 2024. We're live from McKee Farms Park where Community Night Out continues here till 8 p.m. And we're excited now to invite the Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation here. And I have Stephanie from that organization joining me. Stephanie, welcome into Talking Fitchburg. Thank you for taking the time. How are you doing today?
I'm well, how are you?
I am super excited to have you on and learn a little bit more about the foundation. We actually had you guys on last year, same time,
right.
Learning about the foundation, and I think you guys were just getting started,
yep.
Literally that day.
The night out last year was one of the first events, actually no, I think it was the first event that the foundation did. But yes, so we have a year under our belt and getting things together and building it up for Fitchburg.
Well, let's start with the easy question. Is tell us a little bit about the foundation and what you guys are doing.
Absolutely. So the Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation, we're committed to working with the City of Fitchburg Police Department. There's a lot of needs that the police department has that just can't be covered with city funds and with budgets and stuff. So we want to help bridge that gap and to focus on community events such as this, raising awareness and getting things for the department.
Why should people get involved with their police department and support their police department?
Well, one of the best reasons I can think of to mention right now, our K9 officer, Drago.
He was just on the show,
yes,
by the way. You just missed him.
Yep. He is actually retiring at the end of this year.
We don't want to hear that, by the way.
I know. He's been serving the police department and city of Fitchburg since 2017, so his career is due to wind down, which means we need to get a new K9 officer for the city. The K9 is such an asset to the community and really just helps in so many ways. So understandably, there's a lot of cost involved with that. So that's one of the main things that we're trying to accomplish right now is help raise money for a new K9 officer.
As far as getting people to support, how can they support? So financially, I'm sure they can support, but there's probably many ways.
Yep, and so the best thing to do is go to our website. It is, I always have to read it, it's FitchburgLEF.org, so Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation, LEF.org. That's going to give you a lot of information about if there's different opportunities that we're looking for people to get involved in, to volunteer with, but then certainly there's multiple ways that they can donate on the website as well.
What if you want to get involved with the team? Can you guys, is there openings to join the organization and help out in that way?
Yeah, we're always looking for people because like you said, we're still pretty new. So yes, there's different ways that you can just contact us off of the website and say, hey, you really want to get involved, how can you be a part of this? And there's going to be somebody that'll get back to you to shoot you different opportunities.
Fantastic. Well, again, if people want to get involved with that, you said FitchburgLEF.org is where they can do it. You guys have social media as well, and we can follow you along?
Yes, it's. I think we have all the major ones. We have Facebook, I know for sure, and Instagram.
All right, perfect. Well, Stephanie, I appreciate the time. Look forward to sharing more information to come. And anything else you want to tell the residents of Fitchburg or beyond about the group?
just please help us support the police department and help us really make sure we can bridge that gap so that they can be successful for the city of Fitchburg.
Absolutely, yeah. The programs that are going on here with the police department, there's so many things happening.
Right.
But think of those extra things like the K9 unit, that's just not a given piece. So
Yep.
certainly looking for your support. Appreciate your time, Stephanie.
Absolutely.
And we'll look forward to having you back on the show real soon.
Great.
All right,
Thanks.
perfect. Again, that website, fitchburglef.org. You can check that out, check out what's going on there, and certainly reach out to Stephanie and the team if you're interested in learning more about the organization. We're going to take a quick break. We'll continue our live coverage here from Community Night Out 2024 here at McKee Farms Park. Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg live here at McKee Farms Park for Community Night Out 2024. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Glad you're tuning in with us. I'm not sure what is that. That was just a dog hanging out here at Community Night Out. Hey, you know what? Anything can happen at Community Night Out. That's what I've always said. Anything can happen here. Hey, if you haven't come down to Community Night Out, you're missing out on the fun. But we're glad if you're not here and you're watching our coverage. Hey, we certainly appreciate that. As we continue our coverage down here, I just want to remind folks of some of the things that are happening here today. A lot of good things are going on. So you've got the Mounted Patrol from UW-PD. They are here and are enjoying sharing off some great things. What's this all about? Community Night Out, by the way. It's a chance for the Fitchburg Police Department to reach out to the community and give an opportunity for residents to talk with officers, meet the officers, ask questions. When you're out and about, you may see officers driving by. We say that they're in their office, i.e. police car out doing stuff. But this is your opportunity to come out and chat with them and get to know them. And as we talked with the chief earlier, he had also mentioned too about the community partnerships here. And that's what you're seeing here. We're seeing a bunch of community members come out tonight and community organizations that are here on site helping out with it. Over 50 plus community organizations signed on to this event to be here. And they range from businesses, they range from other law enforcement agencies. We've got city staff that are here on and doing stuff. We've got lots of dog coverage. I just think the dog coverage is really funny. We have dogs here. That's going on too. UW Medflight is here as well, and even a Black Hawk helicopter, which came in earlier today. They are here and enjoying it. Yeah, I was just taking a look behind me. And actually behind me, which is kind of pretty cool, they started this last year. They actually have handprints that are going on the car. So you can come down here, grab a handprint and put that on the car, which I think is so cool. So if you haven't come down and you want to do the handprint thing, I think that's pretty cool. There's also some freebies left as well, but they got a lot of things going on. And it sounds like, is that Medflight getting ready to take off? How about that? Well, we're gonna capture that moment. We got a little bit of time here, right? I can stall a little bit, right? While we wait for Medflight to take off, which you can hear them firing up, I would like to mention again some of the community partners here that are along. So from the city of Fitchburg, you've got our city departments, the library, Public Works, Senior Center, Public Parks Department, Human Resources, Fire Department, Fact TV is here. We also have Goldfish Swim, NAMI, I-9 Sports, Latino Academy, Wisconsin State Patrol, Tri-Force Schools, Denny Martial Arts, Wisconsin DNR, Reach a Child, Precision Towing, Target Fitchburg, CareNet First Car Minivan. You have UW Medflight mentioned, Safe Communities, Swim West, MAD. We have the Verona Area School District, Oregon School District, Madison Area Crime Stoppers, Midwest Family Broadcasting. That's Q106 is here. River Food Pantry, Heavens Petting Zoo, Middleton Police Department, UW Mounted Patrol is here. You saw them before. Bike Fitchburg, Safe Kids Madison, Dane County Humane Society, Air National Guard, the 115th Fighter Wing, American Family Children's Hospital, Dane County Emergency Management is here on site as well. Waste Renewables, 911 Communications Center. We also have, I do not have those here. We have Wisconsin Professions Police Association. If you want to check that right over there, we have Dream Bikes, Wisconsin Latino Chamber, Fitchburg Verona Rotary, Finn's Balloon Art. I'm almost done, I swear. 360 Wellness, Wisconsin Medicine Metro, GH Climbing Gym, and CI Pediatric Therapy. all of those are community partners that are here. We appreciate you being out here and supporting the Fitchburg Police Department. It takes a village, as they say, and there's certainly a lot of people here doing that, meeting up with different officers, meeting up with those community partners. And we've said it from the beginning, actually, when we were talking with Police Chief. The police department is liaison to a lot of community partners, and you can see that. That's what's here in the background, which we think is so cool. So we have that. I'm just going to take a peek over here and see. I think the helicopter is getting close to taking off, so we'll go ahead and show that coming up here in just a moment. While I stall on that, coming up, we will be checking in with Logan. He is the organizer from the Fitchburg Police Department who put all of this together. We had interviewed him earlier to talk about the good things going on with this event. We look forward to checking with him and see what's going on. I am going to see here one more time. It looks like it's getting close to taking off. Scott, how much time do I got? Got a little bit of time? Oh, okay, we got a few here to stall. So, I do want to say too, if you can't make it down, that's okay. You have a chance to visit yet next year. But that's why we're here tonight. Still bringing you some of the cool action that's happening from here. I think they said, 2,000 people for last year. I'm thinking we're past that 2,000 mark safely here, which is pretty cool. And again, we can't thank enough for all the community partners that have come out and supported the Fitchburg Police Department on this great event. There's still a lot more to come here from the park here at Community Night Out. And it sounds like that helicopter is about to lift off. I'm going to be quiet and let that happen. We'll go to commercial break right after that helicopter takes off. We love to have you out here at Community Night Out. We'll continue our coverage here as we watch UW Medflight take off from McKee Farms Park in Nash Community Night Out. Back to live coverage of Community Night Out 2024 at McKee Farms Park. We continue our coverage here with our friend Sergeant Logan Brown, Patrol Sergeant, right? Is that the official term? I had to look it up, by the way. That's okay.
At least you got it right. That's what counts.
Hey, last time we talked, we weren't in person. Here we are together again.
It's nice.
Wow. What did you do?
Say it again. Wow. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's a lot of emails. We have a foundation of people that always come each year, and so when you start to build that base, it becomes very easy when people come and see the event to want to come back and continue to be a part of this this great community.
Logan, when you took on this project, you were probably like, well, thank you. What do I do now? And it's when I first started in Fitchburg in 2010, we had events. They were successful. They were not, just dependent on the year.
Yeah.
But I think the big difference is the community partners.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's a police department event. We put it on, we organize it, but it's all of the people that come that really draws the community in. If it was just the police department here with the dog minus the bounce houses and stuff, we probably have an okay turnout, and we've seen those events before. But it's really all of the people that you see here. It's nothing that I did that makes the event special.
What are community members? What do they say to you as you're walking around, and if you even have a moment of time to check in with somebody?
Yeah, there's a lot of pats on the back. Good job. We're glad to see the crowd, and then how you started it out. Wow.
Wow. All right, well, let's go through some of the community partners that you have on hand. And guess what? I have a cheat sheet here that I was kind of reading through.
The list is nice, yes.
But walk us through some of the partners that you brought in this year.
So a lot of the people are community-oriented, either resources that we use from the police department, like Dane County Emergency Management would be a great example of that, or generally other community resources that are about like health and safety. So like Swim West or Goldfish Swimmer are a good example of that, teaching kids water safety. in between that, then we just try to, add a little bit of spice with a lot of the fun stuff for the kids. So the climbing wall, the bounce houses, Kona ice, and then everybody loves a good hamburger or hot dog, and we've got a lot of that to go around. So.
What is it as far as policing goes when you guys are out on the day-to-day? You don't get a lot of opportunity to get out of the car, so to speak, if you're going call to call. You've been kind of shorthanded for the last year or two as well. So what is a day like today, like for officers that are walking around and have a chance to actually talk with the community?
Yeah, I think it gives them, it puts them in a position, much as it puts the community in a position that comes out to this event to interact with people, where, like you said, we may not have that on a day-to-day basis. And so I think sometimes when you force those connections, it puts people maybe in a little bit of an uncomfortable space. But at the end of the day, that's why we're here in this city-centric park, to make sure that we're a safe, all-inclusive event that everybody can come out to and get the questions answered and the resources and really just have a good time, which this is what it's all about.
What does it say to you to see all the people come out? After you put all this together, after it's all said and done, and here you are, and we're saying, wow, wow, wow. I mean,
I'll be happy to lay my head on a pillow tonight when it's all over with, that's for sure. But I couldn't ask for any more, and I have great ideas for next year too. But if we just had this event the way that it was year after year, I would be perfectly okay with that.
Let's talk about outside of this event. Again, the officers you guys want to talk with residents. You want to engage. You want to get out there and do more. Certainly we've had some challenges because of being shorthanded, but ultimately you want the opportunity to meet up with people. So if people do want to have a chat or get together with the police department, how can they do that? Minus calling,
Yeah, it's really pretty easy. When you see us out on the street driving around, or you see us, in your neighborhood doing a foot patrol or riding our bikes, just go like this, and I assure you that we will come right over to you and have whatever conversation it is that you want to have, whether it's an easy one or a hard one, or just say hi and give you a high five and hand the kids a sticker and be on our way. Whatever level of interaction you want to have with us, we're perfectly okay with that. But we do really, that's why we're police officers in the first place, right? We want to go out and serve the community. We want to engage with the community. And so when we have people flag us down to talk, that kind of jogs our mind to say, hey, you know what, I might have been busy doing something, but I do have a minute to stop and talk with this person.
And there are we do community policing in a lot of different ways, and that's, I know, a loaded term, so I'm not going to go down that path. But you guys do get out. I mean, people may be surprised to hear that there is a bike patrol, that there's a motorcycle group, or that you're even going to walk around the neighborhood. Those things happen.
Yeah, those things do happen. We're all very busy in our personal and professional lives, so sometimes we don't always see those connections, or if we do see a police officer in our neighborhood, we think that they're busy doing something, but a lot of times, 90% of the time, we don't have anything to do. And so it's great to have people stop us if we have a moment, and if we don't have a moment, we'll talk with you for a second and kindly let you know that we have to move on to something new and come back and revisit that topic if we can.
All right, Logan, well, I think you set the bar uber high yet again. Your final closing thoughts today for what is a spectacular scene to see this right now.
Yeah, we said earlier in the preview that you have to see it to believe it, and now we're here. And once you see it, I think you'll believe it. And I kind of like how you started it, so that's how we'll end it. Wow, wow, wow.
I love it. Logan, thank you so much. Great job again for putting this on. I know it's a team effort, so thank you to all of the folks out there that have helped us out, the sponsors, the community partners alike. We really appreciate it. Great job.
Yeah, thank you to everybody for coming out, including Fact TV for doing the awesome coverage, and we look forward to next year.
All right, bigger and better next year. That's what he said, right? You're going to regret saying that eventually, right?
Probably, right? You can only go so high, but
oh my gosh,
we'll figure it out one way or another.
All right, thank you so much, Logan. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll wrap up our coverage here at Community Night Out 2024. You have plenty of time to get down here. It goes till 8 p.m. Maybe some rain coming, but you go till 8 p.m. Get your butt down here. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Talk to Fitchburg. Welcome back to Community Night Out 2024, live from McKee Farms Park. Whew, we made it through. That's an hour and a half coverage. That has been so much fun. I truly do enjoy the work that Fact TV does in getting out in the community and sharing these great events. This is one of my favorites because it brings community together, because you get a chance to talk with officers, because you get to see people, and all these people coming out and taking part in this great event is just incredible. And I think it says a lot a lot about this community and about taking part in great community events. We have a lot of great stuff that are happening here in Fitchburg, and I'm not just saying that because I work for Fitchburg or the city or FactTV. I think this is great. I think this has been an event that has gotten bigger and better each year, and certainly we are proud to be a partner of that, and proud to share all the great things that are happening here. Hey, I want to thank the guests for coming out tonight, including earlier on in the show we had the police chief El Morales, or Alfonso. I call him Al. Chief Morales was here earlier today. We appreciate his time. K9 Jarego and Sergeant Jonathan Parker being here, sharing their update. A lot of great things happening there. So sad that we're getting close to retirement on our K9, but we're not going to talk about that because that could bring a tear to my eye. I literally could bring a tear to my eye, and I'm not going there, not doing that. And then we want to thank our friends from the Fitchburg Law Enforcement Foundation for stopping by, sharing their information. Hopefully you can check them out. And Logan, the organizer of the event, we appreciated his time as well. A lot of great information and a lot of work that's gone into this. We can't thank enough to the community partners that have come out for this. 50 plus community partners coming out today to share their services. And I've said this earlier in the show, I'll say it again. Fitchburg Police Department provides a lot of resources to our law enforcement. As a law enforcement, they provide those resources to these community partners every single day. So I think it's cool that they partner up with them to be here. We also want to thank the sponsors too. There was a lot of sponsors that helped out today, making this great, whether they donated food, water, or other stuff. We appreciate their help and support, including Hy-Vee, VFW Post 1318, Wispac Brands with the Bubblers, Starbucks, McKee Road, General Beverage, Fitchburg. We had Kangaroo Hop, Wyndham Garden Inn in Fitchburg, Quick Trip, Mission Barbecue, Thirsty Goat, Pet Supplies Plus, Kona Ice, Oak Bank, and ACM Theaters, all contributing sponsors here supporting the Fitchburg Police Department and the causes of this great event. Hey, our coverage has come to an end. We appreciate it. Talking Fitchburg every day, Monday through Friday, we do a newscast here. I'm glad you tuned in for that. We hope to bring you more live events throughout the year. Nevertheless, thank you to the crew, Chad, Scott, and Nick, for helping us out and making my job just a tiny bit easier because I made them come out here. So, there's that. And as we wrap up here, again, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed our coverage. We look forward to seeing you back here next year.